and they did it. They are going to win the regular season finale, move to 7-4, most importantly, 5-1 in Northeast Conference, and a trophy to the Sacred Heart Pioneers.
And I love that right now. Jordan Meacham and Nick Ranella, the free safety. Man, oh man, that was some kind of hug. And Andrew O'Neal said, don't leave me out of this too. Hey, wait a minute, we battled all day long. Fantastic sportsmanship, but how about Sacred Heart? Picked to finish 6th in the preseason rankings. They will finish no worse than a tie for first, depending what happens between Duquesne and Central Connecticut State.
Aaron Donaldson and Kevin Sears are looking for Mark Nofree as the Pioneers celebrate a championship in 2018.
Both of those young men were so good for these football teams, but how about that championship run by Jordan Meacham when they had to have it to not give St. Francis any chance to think they can win? He was able to get it through.
There it is, the shower that every head coach wants at the beginning of the year, and Mark Nofree gets it on the day that ends the regular season.
How cool is that? Got him on their shoulders. How cool is that?
Mark Nofree has been a mainstay here at Sacred Heart. 26 years, the longtime linebackers coach, took over the program, and in his first year being named the head coach, won the championship in 2013, followed it up in 2014, and at the very least, they share the title today. But that game in New Britain, very much up for grabs.
So yeah, now all eyes and ears will be on New Britain, Connecticut. How about this? Your state rival. You need their help. So the next time they all get together, Applebee's in Plainville, they'll have some stories to share. Central Connecticut State can find a way to help out Sacred Heart and have them win the NEC championship.
So much goes in to a successful football season, so many support staff, and everybody celebrating a trophy today at Campus Field for the champion Sacred Heart Pioneers here in 2018.
Well, to quote Newman from Seinfeld, to paraphrase him about area codes, preseason rankings, they're meaningless because Sacred Heart made that meaningless. They went out there and said, yeah, we know we're going to be good. So they've done their part. They've been able to win their football game, and now whatever happens, you can't take away that moment. Pick to finish 6th in the preseason rankings, you'll be at worst tied for first, and you're still going to be champions of your conference in the NEC.
A moment they'll never forget, and a picture that will live throughout this athletic department's history here at Sacred Heart. Coach Mark Nofree surrounded by his team, and look at Kevin Duke and Andrew O'Neal right behind him, holding the trophy here in 2018. Another banner year for Sacred Heart football for the 3rd time in 6 years.
How about Kevin Duke showing that emotion on the sidelines? Just think of everything that he's gone through, and people wondered, was he going to be the quarterback for this team to lead them to victory, lead them to a championship season, and look what he was able to do.
Kevin Duke is down on the sideline, a champion with Allison Gaskins.
Kevin, it's been a hard-fought effort all 5 years playing for the Sacred Heart Pioneers. How long have you anticipated this NEC victory?
I mean, the entire time, that's awesome news to hear. It's storybook ending. You work your balls off for 4 or 5 years, and it's, to have this opportunity to be in the situation, to be able to go out like this, it's bittersweet ending. You're obviously your last day is playing football. You've been playing for 17 years, and to go out with this team and this family and the guys the amount of grit on this team that to go up 3-0 and then go 3-3, and your season could turn and do anything, and just the guys stayed tough, and we battled it out every single game. So I'm proud of those guys, and in no way, shape, or form was, I trust me, I had a ton of help, obviously, I get a lot of credit for it, but it's the guys up front, it's the coaches, it's the guys doing the extra work in the off season, and it's the guys that don't get recognized that really deserve this. They work their tails off day in, day out, and I just can't say how proud I am of everybody.
Kevin, thank you.
You have to feel so good for him and all of his guys. Nakeem Lewis holding the trophy. What a job he has done.
Yeah.
And Kevin Sears with him. Just such a wonderful job by the offensive line. They are so important to this team's success this year. And Allison is racing around the sideline trying to hear from everybody.
She certainly is.
I believe she has the head coach of the champs, Mark Nofri. There he is.
You told me at the beginning of the season you had a young team. You didn't know how it was all going to shape up. However, they showed you today they can compete at the top of this conference. How proud are you of how this team has matured throughout the 2018 season?
Proud of this group. I said it all along that they're a tough group of kids. They play hard. They play for each other. They hang around, and they believe in each other. They believe in each other, and even though they're young, and we got a couple seniors sprinkled in there with great leadership, and I'm really proud of this team. I told them today, no matter before the game, I said no matter what happens, I'll be extremely proud of you guys, and you're winners in my book.
How special is it to share this moment not only with your teammates, not only with the seniors, but also with your family? We saw you with your children, your wife moments ago, very emotional. How special is it to share that moment?
That's what you want. It's a storybook ending, and it's drawn up, and, you know, all the people that support me, not just my family, but the people here, it's, you know, they're in this in as well. You know, my wife and kids, my mom and dad, they go through the ups and downs with us, and sometimes it's harder on them than it is on us, but it was great.
3 titles in the last 6 years now for Sacred Heart. What does that say about the competitiveness of the program that you have built here?
Well, I think it says a lot about the administration making a push to support us, and anytime you can get 3 championships in 6 years, you know, again, it goes to everybody, not just me and the coaches and the players, but again, the administration, the faculty, the staff, everybody that supports us and lets us do what we need to do to be successful, and we're all tied in one, and that's why we're pioneers.
Coach, how are you going to be able to sleep tonight?
I'm not going to sleep. I haven't slept in 2 weeks anyway, so.
Thanks, Coach.
Well, congratulations to Mark Nofri.
Wow.
The Sacred Heart Pioneers, just a wonderful season, and it may not be over yet. That all depends on what happens in New Britain. So we're going to very quickly wrap up here. I want to thank you, who I've enjoyed working with so much this year, and Allison Gaskins, Gino Ganello, and the entire crew through the Sports Communications and Media Studies Department that's put on a wonderful show, bringing you Sacred Heart football all year. The Pioneers are the champs. Freddie, one last thought.
Championships are so special because they're so hard to get, they're so hard to achieve, and especially a team like this that nobody thought would be competing for a championship, to be in this position. You saw the emotion of Mark Nofri because everybody had a hand in this. So many people can celebrate this no matter what happens in New Britain between Central Connecticut State and Duquesne.
Our attention goes to New Britain, but congratulations to the 2018 Sacred Heart Pioneers. They are champions in 2018, and if they're going to the FCS playoffs, depends on what goes on between Duquesne and CCSU. We'll turn our attention there. For now, so long from the championship celebration at Sacred Heart Pioneers home field, campus field, where they've won it in 2018.